So I want to show you two things. I had an old PNY GTX 760. I was able to stuff it in here. Enthusiast edition. It's a full-size GPU. I don't know if you can see it, but I got her in there. It works great. It looks good too. And just want to show you that was possible. And I want to go over some overclocking with the Ryzen 5 1600. I'll tell you, I got some good performance gains overclocking using the Ryzen Master. Using Ryzen Master, I was able to overclock. I was able to get Cinebench to go from like 565 to between 565 and 700 to 1350, and I'm getting brilliant scores on the CPU. It's pretty impressive. I'll show you how to do it in a second. Alright guys, so I just wanted to show you this interesting situation. Ryzen Master, I think is a good program. A lot of people don't like it. I like it. There's some things you gotta be careful about. When you overclock on this thing, it'll unless you tell it not to shut down cores, it'll automatically shut down 3 cores if you make any major changes. Now I've set up the profile here to 4 gigahertz. So 4 gigs, and I got the standby. I got the speed on this to all cores running 4 gigahertz, voltage at 129375. So you set it up, and then you have to. I've saved the profile in creator mode. So you have to apply it. So when it applies, it'll restart. But check this out. My average Cinebench score has been with a regular Ryzen between 585 to 850, shutting down all background stuff. And at 4, I've been getting some good results. Pretty impressive. It doesn't run hot. It runs stable. I went to 4.2. I should have brought the voltage up a little more, but it would not be stable doing Cinebench or 3D Mark like Fire Strike. But it's a serious improvement. It's pretty impressive. So it'll automatically restart. It'll restart Ryzen Master at the same time. See, sometimes you end up staying up all night just trying, you know, trial and error, just trying everything. It's pretty cool. Alright, so shut these guys down. Alright, so it's all okay. And so the current setting, see in current, it'll be what you've selected and what you've applied. So 4 gigahertz, 4000 megahertz, or 4 gigahertz on each of the 6 cores. No cores disabled, hyper-threading on, legacy off, and voltage 1.29375. So with that and like that, let's go to let's check out Cinebench. Let's do it's funny here, it still shows it as 3.5. It doesn't update because it just shows a standard. So let's do the CPU run. There you go, check it out. So that run was 1313, and it actually came out as #1 in the comparison on the left in orange. The dark orange is identical system. It's running 1162, and with this I'm getting 1313 out of it. It's pretty impressive. And I don't have a good graphics card, but that's a big difference. That's huge. So that's one benefit right there. And I don't know if NovaBench will run. It's been acting weird on here lately. Yeah, I want you to remove it and then reload it every time you want to use it. It's very strange. I think we'll just look at these scores. I've been averaging 1887, 1909, 1821. The last two scores have been 2268 and 2243 since I've overclocked. So you go to Ryzen Master. You make sure here cores disabled. You click 0 cores. It's over here, this little red dot. Then you set up your speeds, and then you have to tell it either creative mode or game mode to save the profile. If you don't, it'll automatically just put it all back to where it was, and current will be a regular 3.5. So you got to set it creative mode or whatever one you like, set it where you like it, save profile, go up here and apply. It'll ask you to apply up here. You apply it, it'll restart, and then and when you go to current, it'll show the new settings correct. Now if you get stuck and you end up with 3 cores shut down, you got to go to reset and start over again. So yeah, let's look at check this. CPU ID 3990.91 megahertz. It's actually 4 most of the time. 6 cores, 12 threads. So that's pretty impressive. Let's go to Cinebench again. I shouldn't have anything running in the background, I don't think. And let's run the graphics anyway, because the CPU seems to help it out a bit. That old graphics card in there is an R9 270. It's a nice card, older, triple fan, you know, but it's only a 2 gigabyte. But the AMD stuff really is a good card, are good cards. Pretty impressive. Yeah, 100.92 frames. That's pretty good. 100.92 frames per second. Without overclock, I was only getting about 55, 58. So it does make a huge difference, I have to say. Alright guys. So we're not going to save it. Alright, so that's the excitement. That's the update. So feel free to, you can't really hurt anything. Check this out, Heaven. This thing runs let me go to benchmark. And even with this R9 200, I'm getting temperatures are good. Right here it's about 43 frames. Now 56, 57, 58, 60 frames. But the graphics quality is really nice. Alright, so go load the Ryzen Master. It's so much better than trying to do it in the BIOS. When you do it in BIOS, you gotta watch the offsets, the balances, you really gotta balance the system. Alright, so I just did a quickie today, and I hope this helps. Alright guys? Alright, see you on the next one. Ciao for now. Oh yeah, by the way, the system we were doing this all on is the R5 is the Ryzen 5 1600 with only 8 gigs of memory, in the Fantex case with Cooler Master water cooling, the cheaper one, the 240, but it was an inexpensive setup, and this thing never runs hot. CPU never runs hot. Alright guys. So go out there, overclock your stuff, and you won't have to upgrade your processors. Alright, ciao for now. See you on the runway. Happy flying.